Shit. All right. Start her up. Let's go. Alrighty, let's take a look. See. Well, we've done all this section and we did the mission. We'll hold off on doing the Christina mission and stuff for later. In fact, we'll do this real quick. No on that. Those will be later. I like to do the layers of Romulus and the Templar layers, though. Those are quick, but the other ones, they take a little bit, so we'll do them a bit later. I'm gonna do the mercenary section. Although, we could start buying up the fast travel points to make it easier to travel around the city. Tell you what, I'm gonna start buying up the fast travel points so that by the time it gives enough people to show up if they want to, gives them enough time, and then we'll do story stuff. For now, we'll just do some little exploring around Rome. I love the music. If you just close your eyes and just listen to the music and just the bustle of the city, you can just visualize it in your head. That's why Ubisoft makes the best open world games, because you feel so immersed in the world that they make for you. Be it Assassin's Creed, of any of them, like even from the first one on to Mirage. Especially Mirage, it feels the most like immersive I've ever seen in a historical game. But the one I always feel the most immersed in, like, I love Black Flag and I love the Caribbean and like listening to the ocean and stuff, but if you ever like just play Assassin's Creed 2 and do the Venice storylines and just walk around Venice and just immerse yourself of the city, the sounds, the music, everything. It's when it, like, I can't even describe it. Just feels so good.
Once they have been strapped to the block, Ercole the Executioner is a consummate professional and took great offense when his victim was expedited most hastily last Wednesday.
Change to the white garbs? I mean, I could change it. Like, I could change the color of the robes. I like the white ones because I'm a nerd when it comes to assassins and their white and red robes and all that. But I did this during 2 before I got more people to watch. If any of you all like to vote on white is classic for Ezio, it is. But if any of you all want to vote on a certain color to change the robes, I would not be opposed to it. Let's put it that way. But I always prefer the white robes and just... I mean, look how beautiful they look. My favorite robes on Ezio is, of course, the Altair armor, but if we were just looking at standard robes, like the very first robes you get instead of the last armor you get in the games, this is the assassin look for the Renaissance. The very first Ezio robes are good. The Revelation robes, they are good as well. But this is the Renaissance Italian look. They did it right when it came to Brotherhood. Although the biggest sin I see in Revelations is that the robes aren't white, they're gray, so I always change that. That is a good question. I wouldn't say really significance, or is it just a transitory thing? And if I'm remembering historical right, because if you were looking at a tactical, I should say, tongue-tied, way of looking at it, the Christians during the Crusades, like priests and all that, would wear white robes. And, like, you know, they had red, probably is the game that guaranteed I'd be a fan for life. And that's fair. That is real fair. But the Christian priests and all that, you know, the bishops and all those you see in number 1, they wear white robes. So it's kind of like the inverse of it. Exactly. So I feel like they did it to, like, hide in the Christian groups rather than the reverse. Right. Exactly. Now, if we are going to Origins, Bayek had a white hood, so there's that. Technically, most of the assassins, the hidden ones, also had white robes, so it might just be a sort of a ceremonial thing. They just prefer white. In the Muslim faith, if I'm not mistaken, white is a symbol, because in the Christian faith, white is a symbol of purity, but if I'm not mistaken, in the Muslim faith, white is also a symbol of purity as well. So that could be it as well. The other significant part could be that eagle feathers